Hi there, Richard Matharoo here. It's Thursday. That means an episode of Free Coaching Thursday. I got 3 really interesting questions for you centered around how you can build your business better. I hope my answers give you some value. I'll be back with them in a second. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at the first question. That is, how do you determine if there is enough of a demand and interest, etc., in your business or your brand? So this is a question that we all face, right? I remember when I first started, I was like, who's going to listen to me? I'm going to be like, here's my YouTube video, and everyone's going to go, shut up, Richard. What do you know? We don't want to listen to you. Who are you, right? And we have this expectancy in our own mind of second-guessing ourselves. Like, will this work? Oh my goodness, what if I go for it and give it everything and there's just no demand there and it's like tumbleweeds, you know? We want to make sure that before we put time and effort into a business or a product or a brand, that there's a demand there and we can meet that demand with that supply. We know that's how business is done, right? So a great way that you can actually research this is to let the marketplace decide. Don't do all the research in your own head. Your opinion is important to you, but really nobody else when it comes to business. It's the opinion of the likely people or your potential audience that really matters. So go take a look around and see if there is already a demand for what you're about to produce, be it content, be it a product, whatever that may be. How do you do that? I'm glad you asked. So what I would do is I would take a look and see, are there other people building a business in the same way that you're just about to do, that you're planning, right? Have they got a similar brand message to yours? Have they got a similar or same product to you or service or offering? Now, a lot of times people go, well, hang on a minute, doesn't that mean there's a lot of competition? Well, it does, but I'm going to give you a way that you can kind of get around that in a second, but bear with me. Think about these days, right? The reach of the internet. You can virtually see every single decision that's being made on the planet almost, right? Somebody's doing something, trying a business, you Google it, it pops up. So chances are, if someone hasn't even got the same kind of business as you going right now, then it means there is no demand. It means they've tried and failed many, many times over. So you can do 2 things with that information. If you search and there's nothing on what you're about to do, that means you're either about to become a world changer, you're going to build the next Amazon or whatever, right? But 99.999% of the time, it means that there just is no reason or purpose for doing that. Everyone's researched like you, and they've decided that that isn't the way to go. So when you find this demand, and that would mean things like there are books published on the subject, there are how-to guides, there are people building brands, Facebook pages, social media followings, there are people holding webinars, creating marketing funnels, websites. So there's this already this conversation that's happening around what your brand is about to be or the demand for your product, right? Then yes, there's going to be competition, but what you can do is you can put your own personality, your own spin onto that pre-existing ideas. So for example, let me kind of clear this up with an example. I don't want to get lost in words here. So when I first started to build my brand, I was like, I want to target existing people building a home business. They've already got a home business, they just need some assistance with how to build that better. Now, when I looked around, there was lots of other people already filling that target market, serving that audience, right? Loads of blogs, loads of YouTube channels, loads of social media. There's little old Richard here from the UK just starting. Well, how am I going to kind of put myself into this mix and soak up some of the audience? Because I really feel I could help them. Well, what I did was I carved out a particular style of marketing and a particular set of tactics that I focused on that I knew worked in the field and I really didn't see anybody else sharing. For example, there is loads and loads of information on free strategies in terms of like prospecting, cold market, right? You go out there with a clipboard and you go to a shopping mall or you do meetings or, you know, all that old-fashioned traditional style of information. I was like, well, I disagree with that and I believe that you can build it online in a leverage way like I have. Let me focus on that. So if you look at my content, you'll see things on personal performance, like the practicality. No one was talking about how much sleep you get, your morning routine, the effectiveness with your time. People weren't talking about that stuff. They were talking about the secret script to getting 3 people that hate you to say yes to buying dog food off you for the rest of their life. And that's just not realistic. So I kind of carved out my own message And that allowed me to build a growing loyal audience, which I'm thankful for, by the way. Thank you. So you can have your own angle with that existing competition, but that competition is good. It means people have researched and gone, wow, yeah, it's worth it. I can definitely do this. So that would be my answer to that. Maybe it gives you the confidence to move on with your idea. Maybe it gives you a better way to research. I hope it helps you in some way. So look at question number 2, 2 out of 3. What is a better way to earn money, affiliate marketing or multi-level marketing? Well, define better is what I would say first of all. Multi-level marketing is a residual model. So unless you are willing to sacrifice a lot of effort and kind of pre-effort, if you like, before the results actually come, then it isn't the game for you. I see a lot of people saying, hey, you know, if you get in now, you can sponsor this many people, and then by the end of the month, you'll have 3,000 coming in. Then next month, they'll get 3, and it'll be 10,000, and so on and so forth. That really doesn't work. It just doesn't work unless you are some superstar who can just go to a massive network. So I believe where affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing come together to make a better result, as it gives you money up front and long term, then I say combine the two. Right? The problem with affiliate marketing is once you've made a sale, that money is gone. It isn't coming back. With multi-level marketing, when you build a team, that residual, i.e. comes in over and over and over again from that one sale. So let's combine the two. I like to use affiliate marketing up front. It's a one-time purchase. There's lower resistance than multi-level marketing to people, and it will allow you a way in to get some trade and some money up front. Then you can transition from affiliate marketing with these people who have now already bought from you, have confidence in you, have rapport and trust with you. Now you can start to communicate your multi-level marketing company with them, right? They are far more likely to buy again than having to try and convert someone from, excuse me, I've got too much spit in my mouth, convert someone from scratch and say, hey, you should start a business, you should try and work your way out of your job, you should join me and trust me with your entire life and, you know, and finances from here on out. That's a tough ask, right? But you say, hey, you bought that little $25 product from me the other day. You've enjoyed it. You've got results from it. You know, you can see I'm still around answering your questions. You want to take a look at another business I think would help and fit well with that. So, it's a much more, there's lower resistance, there's trust, there's rapport. All these things can be solved instead of having to do loads of work with just having someone make a purchase from you. So I believe in combining the two to get that upfront, lower resistance income, and then build the trust to get stronger prospects for that multi-level marketing company. I think that just works best. I've sponsored hundreds of people doing things that way. Let's look at the third and final question. Where can I find experienced, active network marketers looking to join another company, right? If we all knew the answer to that question, right, we could just like reel all these people in who are unhappy but experienced and building a large business, right? To be honest, you wouldn't really want to find people who are actively building another company and try and get them into yours. You know, I don't believe in going into someone who's doing well, who's enjoying a life, who's building a business, and kind of ripping them out of a company just to stuff money in my pocket. There is more. The money isn't the top priority for me, nowhere near. Yeah, we need it. Yeah, I'm grateful to have a lot of it these days. Well, I say a lot more than I used to, right? It's building and building, and I'm grateful for that. But what I would say is, the way you make the money is more important than the money that you make. You're always going to have to look at yourself in the mirror, right? You're going to know that if you bring someone out of an environment where they're thriving and then they don't do as well as you'd hoped in your environment, how are you going to look at their family in the eye? How are you going to look at them when things go wrong and they can't go back and they lose their friendships? That's not I just wouldn't be happy and could never do that. But if you're asking, how can I kind of put marketing out there that lets people know that, hey, I'm open for someone that's unhappy and wants to join my team, then I believe that that's fine, that's ethical, right? You're giving them the choice without you kind of putting doubt on what they're currently doing. So the way that you can do that the best, and the way that I've done that successfully, is to serve existing network marketers, serve you guys, the existing network marketing community. I give so much free information away, so much value. I don't hold back. You can tell I'm just myself on these videos. I pretend like you've already paid me for coaching, and then I deliver the best message that I can in 5 or 10 minutes, right? So I give you the good stuff. I give you as much as I can in a 5 or 10 minute kind of slice. So a lot of people respect that. I get messages on a daily basis thanking me for that. It makes me feel great that I've helped people in some way. I'm responsible for over £1 million in sales now in the MLM industry around the world, which is fantastic. Now, a lot of people who've received my education, who've used it to help them, they come back to me and say, hey, I am actually looking to change companies. Could I join your team, or do you recommend a network marketing company? There's that trust and rapport between us. And if you do that, if you position yourself as someone who's offering value to them with or without them having to be joining you, and you give them a real reason to say, hey, come and plug into my team, there's resources, there's a system here to plug your network into, then you're going to go a long way to attracting more of those types of people. Like, they want to join somebody cool, right? As in, it makes sense, there's value, they're going to enjoy your company, right? As in your personal company, not the company you're building. So think about how you're marketing yourself on social media. Are you all about business, or can you show that you have some fun as well and have some values? Are you serving them where they are right now, so that if they do ever want to change company, they'll come to you? This is a great way you can segment in that affiliate marketing product. You don't want to do all that for free. I understand that, right? Your time is valuable. So when you're giving your education away, why don't you sell some affiliate product that would help existing network marketers? If they buy from you, there's trust with you, they're going to come back to you. And here's something else that happens. When you put out a lot of information like this, I get a lot of people coming back to me and saying, Richard, I saw that latest video about affiliate marketing and network marketing. Sounds great. You know, my upline would never suggest something like that. My company doesn't teach that. It's got me thinking that perhaps there would be more value in partnering with the stuff that you're doing. Or I've been thinking, you know, the education that you gave me on how to recruit more reps, you know, if I think about it, I don't really want to put all that into this company that I'm in right now, because I'm not really confident I'm going to stay here. It's got me thinking I should find something I'm more confident in. You're going to get those types of messages when you're putting out the good stuff on social media, on, you know, with your content, and just generally looking to serve those people regardless of whether they're with you. That ethics will come through and you'll attract more of that type of people. Something else I would recommend, I've covered this in a previous episode I believe, is have some kind of bonus ready for them. If you're looking specifically at attracting existing network marketers, well, why should they come to your team? It's the same as anybody else's, right? They could join the top earner in your company. What have you got to offer? Just because you message them first doesn't work that way. They're going to go Google, they're going to go search the top leaders in your company. However, if you can offer them an infrastructure, a bonus package, something that they too could offer to their reps, something that simplifies the switch so they can bring a large network over. Maybe you could promote a webinar that you would do for their network exclusively. You know, they just have the one link, the one webinar, bring everybody across, right? Maybe you could have a bonus package that includes fast start training so they don't have to do it one by one by one. Things like that go a long way when big leaders are looking at you and going, wow, well, that would make my life a heck of a lot easier and we could do things in a much better way. Just some more food for thought there. So I wanted to answer those 3 questions. I hope they've given you some value. I kind of blasted through them, wanting to get this information, take it, consume it, put it into your business to get the best out of it. If there's anything you want to know, anything you think, man, I wish you would answer this, or I'd like his advice or opinion on that, even if you just want to ignore it, just stick me a comment beneath here and I'll see that comment and I'll put it down on my list to answer in a future episode. I pre-scheduled these, so sometimes it can take 2 or 3 weeks. I will get your comment, but I tend to have 1 or 2 episodes pre-scheduled in the pipeline, so I will get to your question. If you are a network marketer and you are looking to build your business in a way that works for the 95%ers, i.e. you don't have a privileged position of a large network, huge income to throw at something, you just want something that you can build step by step and works, I uncover a lot of truths about the industry and what it actually takes in a free webinar, which you can find at richardmatharoo.com/webinar. Easy to find, easy to remember. I'll see you over there if you check that out. As always, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. I hope this has helped you in some way, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.